Yeah, man. Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. I'm up here in the room, laying on my heating pad, man, trying to work out this stiffness. I still got a lot of numbness and tingling sensation in my groin area. I still haven't recovered full sensation like down in my genital area and then like my glute area. So the doc said that's gonna take some time. So, but I'm up here sitting on my heating pad in the bed, trying to encourage more blood flow to the area so it can keep healing up. But it's day by day, this day two, being home. But we're gonna talk about an important topic, man. This one hits harder for me, just because I ain't gonna say I never thought it couldn't happen to me, but life happens fast and you just never know. So we're gonna talk about the importance of saving for a rainy day, having your affairs in order, when it comes to your health insurance. If you can get short-term disability, all of that, I gotta navigate all of that stuff, because I'm still gonna be out of work probably another, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 months, before the doctor cleared me to return to work. Even then, when I go back to work, those of you that know, I'm a correctional officer. So 9 times out of 10, when I go back to work, they're probably going to have me on light duty. I'm not going to be able to go around inmates, right away. They're probably going to have me in a situation where I'm sitting, listening to phone calls or monitoring the mail in the mailroom, this and that. So, it's going to be a while before I return back to 100%, I'm full steam, hustling on the grind, this and that, So like I said, though, life happens fast. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know what day it may happen, and it's one thing I learned from this whole ordeal, don't ever think that you invincible and you can't be touched, man, because when you start to think like that, boom, that's when it hit you. That's when it happened. I was up moving and grooving. I remember it like yesterday, man. The day I got injured at the gym, it's a typical day for me. Monday, boom, motivation Monday. I'm getting ready. I got my pre-workout. Boom, get to the gym, man. I'm going through my progressions. It's back day. I think I started off, warm up on my back, 135, 225 on the bar. 315, 405, I put 500 on the bar. Then I said, boom, let me see about this 585 on the deadlift. I had did 555 the week before. It went up easy. So I'm like, boom, I got a lot of runway in me, man. Yeah, I was on that was the Thursday before. I took about 4 days in between to rest up. And I'm like, I'm going to get back to it the following week. Boom, I'm in there, do that 585, get it right below my knees to my shins. That's when I heard that pop. Boom. Instant tingling sensation shot down my legs and I fell. And I'm like, damn, something ain't right. And I get up. As soon as I fall, I wait about 10 seconds. I'm on the ground. I get up and it's like I start stumbling. I'm like, man, something is not right. So I sat there in the gym that day I got injured. I sat there probably for about 45 minutes. I had the same 585 pounds on the bar. I sat on the bench. I'm trying to walk it off, stretch, this and that. I sat there probably 45 minutes before one of my gym bros came over, like, yo, bro, you good? You all right? And that's when I told him, like, nah, I don't think so, man. I think I hurt something. And that's when everything, it all went downhill from there. I tried to wait a couple of days, rest, ice, heating pad, Tylenol around the clock, and then I lost sensation down in my groin area. I started having this numbness. That's when I finally went to the ER 2 days later, and they told me I had to get emergency surgery. So that's why I'm trying to encourage y'all and motivate y'all and inspire y'all to always stay on top of your affairs and your finances. Try to save as much money as you can. Make sure you got health insurance, short-term disability if you can, because it's going to hit, boom, and it hits you like out of nowhere. You don't expect it, man. It's like one like me. Y'all, I'm on the move all the time. I'm like, boom, I'm here. Next thing I'm over there, I'm making plays. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Then it's like, bam, I'm in the hospital bed. You can't even do for myself. Can't even wipe my own ass. Can't even get out the hospital bed without having to call for the nurse. So you can go from, being in motion, either having it your way, doing what you do, to next minute you incapacitated. You can't even do nothing. That's why I said though, it's important to have that health insurance. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, I'm still navigating it. I got all these doctor's appointments I got to go to. I got to start PT soon, probably in a few weeks. It's booked up right now because it's the holiday. That's what the doctors and the nurses and all them was telling me. So I'm gonna be looking to get into PT, but I'm gonna do some stuff on my own. When I was in the hospital, I was doing inpatient rehab, so I was able to, they showed me a lot of the exercises to do. They had me walking on the treadmill, so that's going to be my bread and butter these next few weeks. I don't have my next doctor's appointment with the surgeon until I think January 9th, so I got about 4 or 5 weeks. So my plan is to just go to Planet Fitness, get on the treadmill, get on that hydro bed, get that back massage 2 or 3 times while I'm in there. I'll probably go in the little the corner in the fitness area and just do my rehab exercises, my glute kickbacks, just little stuff, nothing crazy. And I still got my band, so I'm gonna be doing, some little arm exercises to maintain my tone. And I'm looking at it, I'm being optimistic and positive about it too though. Like I think I weighed myself last night. I was weighing like 218. So I think I'm gonna take a more holistic approach too. I'm gonna do a lot of cardio, just eat clean. I'm gonna start cutting, and as I keep getting healthier and nursing myself back to full health, I'm gonna kind of come back, repackage the whole thing, change my whole training style up. I'm gonna go back to the more like when I used to play football, just doing like sprinting drills, plyometrics, stuff like that. I'm gonna take a back seat with all the excessive heavy lifting, when it comes to like the deadlifts and the squat. I'm still go low heavy on the bench. Now, I got to touch that bench. That's always been my favorite thing in the gym, bench pressing. So, I'm going to see what it do, work my way in slowly. I think I still got 315 for a good amount of reps in me on the bench, but it just take time, healing. You come back from a back surgery like I had, you can't just expect to pop back and be right back like that instantaneous, but I will say this. If you ever had to go through this, if you got like a fitness or workout athletic background, it does help with your recovery process. If you motivated in your mind, like I was extra motivated when I was the PT nurses and doctors would come get me from my physical therapy every day when I was in the hospital. It was like I was extra motivated, and I was treating the PT like it was a workout. So that's how I was able to bounce back and go from not being able to hardly walk to I'm walking on the incline on the treadmill in a matter of a week, like 1 or 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's happening quick. So I'm gonna just keep trying to eat healthy as I can. Sitting on this heating pad I'm sitting on right now, to encourage more blood flow to the area, ice. I ain't really been taking the meds that the docs gave me, man. They prescribed me gabapentin for nerve damage, and I think uh some other stuff. I'm trying to wean myself off all that stuff, man. The pain, I still have pain and stiffness, but it's manageable. I don't like, man, when they had me on them Oxycontins, I was like, man, in the back of my head, I don't want to get addicted to none of that stuff. So I kind of just started telling the nurses when I was in the hospital, like, I don't even want it. Just if you got some Tylenol, I'll take some Tylenol. That's on my chart for medicine I could have. So I started taking Tylenol. In the beginning, I was taking the Oxycontin because, the pain was more intense right after the back surgery. But I started slowly weaning myself off. I watched that show Painkiller, Dope Sick on Hulu. I seen how people, they get an accident and it's like they get on that Oxycontin and on pills and they get addicted. And I'm like, nah, I can't be no junkie or get addicted, this and that, man. But yeah, man, I encourage y'all to recheck y'all's health insurance. Look into your health insurance. Save as much bread as you can. I'm in defense. I ain't gonna say, yeah, well, I will say I'm in defense mode right now. Or what can I say? Like, not maybe like survival mode, because like I said, I'm going to be out of work for 2, 3 months. And me, if y'all watch some of my other videos, me working in correction, I used to work a lot of hours, but I was smart with the money when I was working on that overtime. I try to save as much as I could, but now going forward, since I'm gonna be out of work, I gotta change, I gotta change things around. Like I was saving 20% in my retirement account. I'm gonna probably have to bump that down to the minimum I can to get the match. For me, working in the Bureau of Prisons, if you put 5% in, they match you at the 5%. So instead of me putting in 20%, I'm gonna bump it down to 5% for right now since I'm out of work, because I need all the cash flow I can coming in right now. Just to keep paying my bills, stuff like that. But it helped, like I said, me being smart with my money. Health insurance covers some. The other stuff, while I'm out of work, I'm still probably going to get paid. I got to burn. I'm probably going to be burning through my sick leave and vacation leave right now, while I'm out of work. And then once I get back to work, I can start back, accumulating stuff. Then I can start to get back into things. Once I get 100% healthy, I'm gonna get back on the overtime, train at work, start rebuilding my money up, because I don't know how much of my savings, this and that I'm gonna burn through while I'm gonna be out of work. But it's good to have it. You don't want to be in that situation where you don't have it. I'd rather be smart and have the money for a rainy day put up. So now it's like, boom, okay. If I need this or I need that, I could borrow from my retirement account just to have, some money to the side for these next few months to pay my bills. Or I could just borrow from my savings account, my personal account. I don't want to, but that's the situation I'm in. That's like I said, life hits you fast, and when it do, boom, you gonna know it. I knew it. I was like, damn, man, this shit crazy. I was just up moving and grooving, going out to eat, going to the gym, going to work, minding my business, this and that. Next thing I know, I'm in the hospital bed. Can't do shit. I'm just stuck, but I didn't never let that waver me. I didn't never get discouraged. There was times where it was tough. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm like, man, why this happening to me? Or man, am I ever gonna make it out this hospital? But I would snap out of it instantly and be like, nah, this ain't me, man. You stronger than this. This is a minor setback for a major comeback. Even if I gotta take a couple steps back to get forward ahead in life, get back to where I was, man. That's a part of life. Life ain't just a straight line. It ain't just a straight shot up to the top, man. There's ups and downs along the way. It's gonna be bumps along the way when it comes to your destination in life. So you just got to keep trucking. And like I always say, you got to take the good with the bad. You got to take the wins with the losses, man. And this is the last thing I want to leave y'all with too, man. This is important. Don't ever discount who's going to show up for you in your time of need. What I mean by that is I had people, people I hadn't talked to in a long time, people that you cool with, but you just don't see them as much. This is how life goes. But when I got hurt and got injured, I was in the hospital, man, I had people showing up for me, man, showing mad love, man, co-workers, stopping by, a lot of times where we work in corrections, a lot of the inmates, they take to the same hospital I was at. So they was on other floors sitting on the inmates on overtime when the inmates got to go on a trip out to the hospital or they in the hospital and stuff. They was stopping up, man, bringing me stuff. I had one, he went to Ross, the clothing store. This is whack. I didn't have nobody right away to get to my house to give me a change of clothes. So I was still wearing the same t-shirt and shorts for like a few days. He ran into Ross, got me some t-shirts and some shorts, some deodorant, toiletries, snacks and stuff. I had coworkers drop me off food around Thanksgiving. I was in the hospital for Thanksgiving, bringing me, like I said, snacks, anything I needed, man. Like, you need anything, just let me know, man. And some of these people, man, like I said, I hadn't talked to them in a while, but you kind of stay in touch through social media, so don't ever discount who may show up for you in your time of need. Always try to do good by people. Don't try to burn no bridges if you can help it. You know what I'm saying? Always try to do good by people, and don't ever think you don't need nobody. I try to stay independent and not think I need nobody, but I damn sure needed people, man, do this. And I'm going to still need people, I'm probably still need people, to go shopping for me, bring stuff to the crib if they can, this and that. So, I got to lean on people, don't try to isolate yourself, man. Always keep your people close. Always do good by people, and like I said, you'll be surprised who going to show up for you in your time of need, Y'all like this video though, man, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You know, tap in with me on Instagram, TikTok. Y'all know I keep the merchandise for sale on my website. Check out my merchandise. One of my shirts right here. You know, we just gonna keep on trucking, taking it day by day, man. If you've been rocking with me through this whole journey, if you've been rocking with me before I got injured, man, you know, been watching my videos and stuff, just keep trucking. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing you, man. Stay positive. Stay optimistic, man. 2024 is coming to a close. 2025 is looking bright. The future looking good, man. You know, we ain't gonna let this derail us. Well, no matter what you're going through in life, man, you gotta walk through the sunshine before you see. I'm sorry. You got to walk through the storms. You got to walk through them storms, them trials and tribulations that's going through your life, man. You're going through hell. Don't stop at hell. Keep going, man. It's always sunshine on the other end of the storm. Y'all like